Alright, so we're going to start out here with the 3 guard, or the 3 blade in this case. So I just got these are the Oster Octanes. Love these. They're detachable clippers. The 3 blade just really cuts through that hair really well. I like to start out at a 3. Some people might start at a 2. I like a 3 because it gives me a nice base to really start out, really clear that bulk. So right now I'm just doing some clipper over comb. I'm angling that comb at a 45-degree angle towards me. Just really clearing that bulk and giving me a clear canvas to do my work. Alright, so we're going to bald them out here. We're going to start the first guideline. Now, with burst fades, it's literally the same steps as a regular fade. It's just that it's in a circle. So I'm going to make it nice and round here. And what I like to do with burst fades when I start them out, to really get it to match the other side, I use the point right there that I just had my fingers on. I use that as a point of reference to really make sure it's both even and symmetrical on both sides. And then I'll just fade one side out. So I'm going to start here with no guard. I'm going to start here with no guard on the Andis Masters. Blade all the way open. And so I'm flicking it out too. I'm closing the lever as I'm going towards the bottom of the guideline, so it's going to be all the way closed to take that first line out, and then I'm opening back up going up. Now I'm running with the foil shavers, really being careful not to get it too close to the end, because if you get it too close to that guideline up top, or just to where the next guideline would be, it's going to be harder to take that out. That's why I always finish with like a trimmer or a clipper like I'm doing there. So now we got the 1 guard open, and we're going to close that, of course. And yes, you're going to follow the same shape that you made with the first guideline. You're going to do the same thing. So I open it up, just kind of clear that bulk, and then I pretty much immediately close it. Now I'm going to skip to my 2 guard open. So I'm going to stack a couple guidelines here. Guard stacking, I guess you could call it too. Now, if you're just starting out, I wouldn't recommend doing this. This is kind of more of an advanced thing. Really prevents you from raising the fade any higher. I like to do it sometimes. I'll switch back and forth. But still, you can learn from it. So yeah, we had the 2 guard open, close that. Now we're going to jump to the 1.5 guard, blade all the way open. So now we're fading down, because that 1.5 open will fade right into that number 2 closed. So now I got the 1 guard on there, all the way open. Slowly making our way down. So you can already see it coming together. We got the 1/2 guard on there. I'm going to keep it open. I'm going to close it. And then you'll see me take that off here. Have no guard on there, all the way open. Yep, just like I did there. And notice how I'm using the corners. I'm using the corners. I'll stretch the skin if I need and really get it as close as I can to get out any dark spots. But the point is, you want to roll through your system as fast as you can, and then you know, detail all of it, because that's what's going to make the full haircut, is the detail. I preach that all the time, and it's so true. To me, that's what makes a true barber. Now you see me going back here. I got the 1 guard, and I must have just saw a dark spot. Now I'm going to clear the rest of the bulk away with clipper over comb. I just want to say sorry for this angle right here. There's a couple angles that are kind of sketchy throughout this whole thing. I have to admit, I've been kind of slacking on my YouTube grind, especially with these tutorials. I want to get more. I will dedicate to get more tutorials in, I promise. So yes, you want to cross-check your system here. You want to detail. So I'm going back with my 1 guard here. 1.5 or 1/2 guard's a great, like I always say, it's a great detailing guard, so you could always do that too. So this point where I'm working right here, to me, in my opinion, is like the hardest part about a burst fade. Just kind of blending that end there, right where like the neckline is. So you just want to pay extra attention there. Really use the corners of your blade, because it will be tricky. Just go through your system and take it down a guard at a time. As you see me doing there, I went to the 2, jumped to the 1.5. Now I had that 1 on there. I'm even jumping back to the 1/2. But just be careful and just see the different angles. Sometimes you got to readjust your eyes. You know, look away from the cut and then go back at it. And yes, use your corners when detailing. You don't want to risk raising that fade at all. So be very cautious when you're doing that. Especially like you see me do there, I just kind of detail with the trimmer. Definitely use the corners on that too. So yeah, I'm gonna line up his C cup here, and that's gonna help me see the blend that much better. Then I'll go back and detail it even more. So now I'm just doing some shear of a comb, just kind of lightening it up there on the ridge. So I always do clipper of a comb, and then I'll finish off with shear of a comb. I think it's just a softer look.
Be young.
Alright, so skip the other side for the video's sake, for speed, but now we're going to do the back here. So with my burst fades, I like to taper out the back just like a regular like a neck taper. So that's what you're going to see me do here. So I bought them out, get the foils going. Now I got blade open all the way, no guard. Fade that out, and then boom, straight to the one guard open. And it looks like I jumped to the two here. So same steps that I just did. And boom, jump right to the 1.5 guard open. Eventually closing that as I'm going down the guideline. Then I'll jump to my one open. Same thing there. Now I got the half guard on there. And again, really using those corners, detailing as much as I can as I go. But I'll take another look at it after it's all done. So now no guard is on there. And I'm real careful when I do this, you know, I'm using those corners as much as I can. So yeah, that's what I like to do a lot. I'll fade up or fade down, then I'll cross check it. So I'll do whatever opposite of what I just did. So if I fade it up, I'll fade down. If I fade down, I'll fade up. That's, you know, cross checking, just like you would do with shear work on top. And that will really ensure you a blurry fade. So now I'm gonna line up his neck here. Sorry for that angle, but I'll line up his neck, and then I'll really be able to see any dark spots or detailing that I'll need to do. So like I said before, I'm all through my system from both sides and the back, so now I'm just going to really take my time, go back and detail, see anything that I need to clean up, dark spots, whatever. So now I'm going to cut the top a little bit. Now my client, he really didn't know what he wanted to do with his top. He wanted to keep most of the curls in the front, but definitely take a little bit away from the back, so that's what I'm going to do here. I'm also going to add some texture, so I'm just taking as clean as parts as I possibly can, and just giving this like a slight trim, like I said, in the back. And I think it's a really good look for my client. This is his first time doing a burst fade, so I was excited to give him a new look. And this is the time, you know, when you're talking to your client, teach them, educate them what products they should be using, what would look good for their hair, and they'll be invested in you. They'll stay loyal to you because of that. That's a lifelong customer there. If you really solve a problem for them, I mean, that's the idea. So now I'm gonna cross check here, as you see me doing. So right now I'm just adding some texture up top, and what it's doing, it's really just going to add movement and just really have that piecey, textured croppy look that my client wants. And it's really hard for clients to explain this look. It's better to show a picture, which mostly is what they do. So this is a more advanced technique. Just like anything, it takes practice. Just make sure the hair is wet, nice and saturated, and your shears will glide that much smoother through the hair. So it's called a slicing technique. I'm not really closing the shears the whole way, just kind of gliding it, and just kind of giving that piecey look. It's really just going to add a lot of movement in the hair, which I think looks awesome. So he wanted to add some lines. I'm going to put some in there for him, and this is a great, simple design that you can do on any cut or any burst fade. I think it looks really good. Now, I'm not gonna lie, looking back at this cut, I wish that I would have moved the lines back a little farther into like the darker part of the fade, but that's probably just me as being a self-critic. But I could always look at any of my haircuts I did in the past and look at something I can improve on. But anyways, this is a great way to add some flair, some flavor to the cut. So let me know what you think. So I'm going to give him a hot towel here, which I do with every cut, every service. It's a great way to boost your ticket. Just add to the service, and people appreciate it. It feels good, gets the hair off them. And that's the time where you can see me doing it here. I really look at the small details. Is there hair behind the ears or anything else I need to get the detail before I put the razor on them. So I'm just applying some Tune 45 shave gel here. I'll put the link in the description for that. Great company, definitely follow them, great brand. Shout out to Chris Bossio, definitely my inspiration. I'm just stretching his skin as much as I can. You can never stretch too much. So one technique I like to do, I'll shave him with the shave gel, just like I did there, stretching the skin. I'll dry it off with a towel, and then I'm gonna dry shave him. The skin is still moist enough where it won't really irritate the skin at all, but I think that makes it just that much sharper. And I'll do the same with designs, any type of lineup. That's what I'll do. So shave gel first, wipe it off, dry shave. Of course, I'm going to give him the companion molding clay, which is my newest product from my brand The Outfit, which is based around the Chicago mob and Al Capone. If you don't know the story behind that, you want to check it out, visit theoutfitformen.com. Link will be in the description for that. But this is my first product that I have. It's a dry clay. It's a firm hold dry clay. Holds me all day. Especially for my thick hair, and it's great for these textured, even like just curly hair in general. Well, it's great for textured looks, for longer hair, really good in any hair. So definitely check it out. So this is the before, and that's the after. So thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Comment down below if you learned something, or if you want to see more, or maybe me explain more of a certain technique or whatever it is. So make sure you subscribe, hit the bell so you don't miss a video, and also follow me at Barber Dreams by Riggs for more cuts and content like this. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you then.